Come on, come on. Pop.
Yeah,
Look at
Ty.
him, look at him. All right, next time, Chad. Next time I get to work with Chad, we'll practice our golf swings.
I know, we were always fighting over
We'll
you.
do it. Do the grocery, the shopping cart.
Oh, that's a good one. The sprinkler. Old school. These are dances that we did at the prom. Welcome in, everybody. This is Saturday Shopping with HSN. We cover every category here. Thank you guys so much for being here. And we bring you the brands you love this weekend. Take a look at this. What if this is the food, the grime, the dirt, the fat, the hair that is in your drains, that is clogging up your drains, that is backing up all of those drains? The most inopportune moment, but take a look. Watch what SuperFast Drain Cleaner does from Professor Amos. It liquefies that mess, and then you can flush it right through your pipes, because you know how expensive it gets if your pipes are clogged up. It doesn't generate any heat, so you can use this in the winter as well. Right now, a lot of your pipes right now are very cold. It also doesn't have any ammonia, has no acid, no animal fat, none of that tends to collect more dirt and more grime. You're also not pouring the entire bottle in like a lot of those consumer products tell you to do. Take a look. It will clear out all of those clogs in there. And I want you to follow along at hsn.com, because you're going to see on your screen where it says customer pick. This has 1,817 perfect 5-star reviews. What about hair? Does hair get clogged up in the bathtub? Maybe it's in the sink. Maybe while you're brushing your hair, hair gets clogged up. It will liquefy that hair and run it right through your pipes. Here at HSN, we, myself, and every host always has SuperFast Drain Cleaner here on hand. And today you're getting a 2-pack. 32 ounces at $36.99. This is also available on auto ship, which means you can lock in the price. It will automatically be shipped to you. You can customize that however often you want it shipped to you, but you can lock in the price today here. 084478 is your item number. Our friend here, 20+ years here at HSN, our leading cleaning brand. Hey. Amos III. Hey, buddy, how are you, man? Good to see you, man.
Good to be with you, too. Good to be with you, too.
Did you hear? 1,817 perfect 5-star reviews. My friend, congratulations.
Goodness, oh my, that's amazing. Thank you for that. Thank you for so many great reviews. Welcome to the cleaning party. SuperFast is industry leading when it comes to opening your drain lines. Let me show you over here.
Okay.
It's not a drain opener, it's a drain cleaner. So what that means is it opens the drain lines, but more importantly, it's gonna clean that drain line, squeaky clean, where there's nothing sticky or oily left behind to attract a new clog. Now you can see it works so fast. That's the accelerated formula that's in there. Now with this science is, what it's designed to do is, SuperFast turns your hair into foam, it turns your food into foam, it breaks down all the dirt, all the grease, all the oil building up on the inside of the drain line. It turns it into foam. We call that saponification, because that's the dynamic way that it works, by turning everything on the inside of the drain into foam. Now the foam breaks down into a liquid. You give it about 10 minutes, and then you're gonna run hot water for up to 5 minutes. That drain line comes back, squeaky clean.
You can see it right there. It is. Listen, drains are something that's sometimes out of sight, out of mind,
For
right?
sure.
You don't see it, you don't think about it until there's an issue, until there's a problem.
That's right.
So you need to have something on hand when that something does happen. Okay, what are we looking at here? This is like a consumer product.
So yes, this is a consumer product that you buy from the store.
Okay.
Usually when you get a clog at home, you're in a panic state of mind, and at that point, you're gonna do anything to get that drain line open. But when you go out to the local home store or depot and you get a consumer product like this, you're doing more damage than good. Products like these are highly corrosive. They may contain acid or bleach.
I can smell that.
Stinky stuff.
Ooh, I don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to breathe that in.
They want you to wear gloves. They want you to ventilate the area. Let me explain what's happening here.
Okay.
90% of the chemicals, they trickle, they ooze, it all creeps, and it all gets down here at the bottom of this drain line. You see, this curve unit is designed to hold fluids to keep odors from coming back up and permeating through your house. The chemicals are sitting there, and they're building heats of 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Your pipes aren't bulletproof. They're not made to get that hot. And let me just reference this so you know. It's cold out right now all over the country. That means your drain lines are cold too. When your drain lines are going from extremely cold to hot fast from the chemicals, you already know what's going to happen. They'll crack. It could cost you hundreds or even thousands of dollars to get that repair fixed. Now here's what's happening in your homes today. We're always pouring things down the drain line at a hot temperature or maybe even just a room temperature. But when these materials come in contact with a cold or a cool pipe, it'll harden and solidify on you right away. Now you need something like SuperFast to break that down without creating the heat index, because like Ty said, we don't want heat on the inside of the drain line. We don't want to crack drain line. So use SuperFast to get that job done.
Yeah, and you're right. You know, you make a good point that when something happens, when something clogs up, maybe you've got people over, you're in the kitchen a little more, the bathroom's being used a little bit more, whatever, and it backs up and we tend to panic.
Yeah.
When you have SuperFast drain cleaner on hand, you know exactly what to do.
Yes.
You can be confident that it will liquefy.
Confidence.
And we're talking about food and grease, grime, dirt, hair, all of those things.
Yes.
In any of those drains and pipes, you need to be prepared. At $36.99, this is a 2-pack. Also, locking it in on auto ship means you're never going to be without it, too. So lock it in on auto ship. There is your 2-pack right here, something you can be confident. Listen, you guys have been here at HSN with us for 20+ years, constantly a customer pick, constantly a customer favorite. This is the reason why. Okay, take a look at your screen if you're shopping with us this morning.
If you're just tuning in, I want to do this a little bit differently this time. I want you to count to yourself right now. When you get this home, don't use the whole bottle. You're only going to use 4 to 6 ounces and that's it. And you see it's been less than 10 seconds. Already it's on the move. Already it's breaking down last week's food. It's breaking down last month's food. It's even breaking down last year's food. It's hardened and solidified on the inside of the drain. My goodness, it works so fast. It's so effective, and it's economical because at this configuration, you're not just getting one application. You're going to get up to 12 applications. So that's 12 times that you can open the drain line, 12 times that you can clean and maintenance that drain line too.
Right. So if you're locking it in on auto ship, you get to choose, do I want it every 30 days, 60 days, 180 days, right? You get 12 of these applications. So maybe 60 days is right for you. Maybe 180 days is right for you. And you can change that too. If you lock it in at 60 days, change it to 180 days, but never be without it, because when that clogs up and maybe you put something in there that creates heat, that can be a real problem. It's going to cost you a lot more than $36.99. Okay, so now this is the tube that we put the consumer product in, though, right?
This is the tube that we put the consumer product in there. You said it smelled so bad. It does. The chemicals are bad.
Awful.
I want to reference this. They say on the back of this bottle, don't mix chemicals. You couldn't use this yellow bottle with the blue bottle or the red bottle from the store because you get a chemical reaction. We have an innovative drain cleaning technology. We don't have any acid in our product or any ammonia in here, so we can get right through those standing chemicals and through that standing water, and it still has that accelerated formula. So it's going to go to work on contact with that accelerated formula and break down all that grease. I want you to just come in a little closer so I can explain this science here, if you will. You see that foaming action? You at home. That's called saponification. When our proprietary formula comes in contact with anything oiled by on the inside of the drain line, there it is right there. It turns it into foam. Now, all you have to do is wait 10 minutes, and then you're gonna run hot water for up to 5 minutes. Now, let me explain this. Everything's been suspended free from the inside of the drain line. It's all been broken down by being saponified. Now, you run hot water. Look at this. 5 minutes. You see how squeaky clean? It doesn't get any better. SuperFast gets the job done effectively. It doesn't harm your drain lines. It doesn't harm any kind of drain lines that you have at home. So while we're on that topic there, safe for septic tanks. So if you have a septic system, safe. Any kind of drain lines, PVC, galvanized steel, copper drain lines. How about the old terracotta clay pipes that run from under your house out to the sidewalk? Safe on that. Boaters, RVs, you got the gray tank, the black tank. Use it on the RV and the boats as well for the gray tank or the black tank.
And you make a good point, because some of us have different types of pipes in our home, RV, and you have to remember what to use on what not to use on certain things. You probably have multiple different chemical-laden items under your sink, and you can't remember what's for what. You're going to go to SuperFast Drain Cleaner from Professor Amos. That is it. That is going to be your go-to right now. And this is your 2-pack right there. So all of those drains in your home at $36.99. If something happens and you don't have something on hand, or you put the wrong chemical in there, it's going to cost you a lot more.
A lot more.
Than $36.99. Okay. Let's take a little peek inside. Remember I say out of sight, out of mind? This is what we're ignoring.
Ew, look at that. That's so bad. Did you know what this is? This is known as the dirtiest place in your whole house. It's the inside of the drain line of the kitchen sink. There's over 500,000 particles of bacteria per square inch in the drain line of the kitchen sink. You gotta eliminate that, because if you didn't know this, that's a food source for bugs and critters that you could have an infestation down in the foundation of your drain lines if you're not maintaining or cleaning that area down there. I say that to say this. Take a look right here. This big hunk of oil byproduct, this is what represents all that hardened and solidified grime on the inside of your drain line. I'm talking about last week's food, last month's food, or even last year's food. I took the same 4 to 6 ounces and poured it over top of that big hunk of oil byproduct. Now it's time to work smarter. There's no need to go grab the plunger or the snake. Just give it 10 minutes. You see, just give it 10 minutes. My goodness, the drain lines are gonna be burping and gurgling, and inevitably you hear that suction sound.
Yep.
That's when something goes down.
Drop, and you see it right there. Listen, this is why you shop with us here on HSN. We do these things live, right? We're showing
live
you
action.
live. We're not pre-recording something and getting the perfect. We are showing you live what happens and how it liquefies everything. I want to point out something too. This visit this week with a few presentations, almost 30,000 have been ordered of this 2-pack. Almost 30,000. And I want you to read the. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah,
I mean,
we're in a business for sure.
It just goes to show a couple of things. First of all, the great value. It also goes to show how most of us are concerned about the pipes and the drainage and the things that we can't see. And a lot of us know what an issue it can be if we don't have something on hand to take care of it that we can rely on, that we are confident with. Almost 30,000. That's why this is my pick of the week, because I always have this on hand when something happens, no matter when the time is, no matter if it's hair or food or grease or grime or dirt, you know exactly what to do. All right, we're gonna take another peep in. Just a warning here. This is kind of ugly, but this is what our pipes look like.
Yes, if you take a good look at the inside of your shower drain, you might see a nest of hair in there. Reason being, the inside of the drain line's coated with fats, oils, greases, body oils, lotions, and potions. It's very sticky in there. You wash your hair one time, or you wash your pets one time, that hair goes onto the inside of there and clings to the walls until it builds and builds and builds of a nest of hair that's completely choking out the inside of the drain line. I say that to say this. Take a look right here. I have a bowl of hair here, and I'm gonna take the same 4 to 6 ounces over top of that hair, and I wanna play a time-lapse video for you, because you won't believe what happens next. My goodness, pet hair, human hair, fuzz, lint, fur, it turns it into foam in 10 minutes. That's the degreasing technology we all know and love by my dad, Professor Amos.
That's right.
Somebody say hallelujah. Come on.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I'm here for you. And it is. It's a hallelujah moment when you've got that backed up drain or clog and you think for a minute, uh-oh, what am I going to do? I got family over. I got people over. This is backing up. You're going to go to your SuperFast drain cleaner.
That's right.
You're going to pour it in. You're going to wait a few minutes. You're going to run your hot water, and everything's going to be calm, and you're going to be just fine. And you don't have to get in there and have someone maybe even break up the concrete or dig up the floor to find that pipe. Get this home here. Now, you can lock this in on auto ship as well, and you will never be without this. As we look at this video, can you remind us again, because when this happens, I want to make sure everyone knows what to do. How much are we pouring in? What do you suggest?
Do yourself the biggest favor. Don't use the whole bottle. You're going to get up to 12 applications. I only want you to pour 4 to 6 ounces through that standing water, right on top of those other chemicals that you may have used, and it gets right through there. It's got a thick consistency that's heavier than water, so it will get through that standing water for sure. And it has that accelerated formula, so it will start to work on contact. Now, when it comes to SuperFast, there's no job too big or too small. Look at this. I took 4 to 6 ounces in test tube number 1. Test tube number 2, these are the bigger drain lines, the 8-inch to 10-inch drain lines that run from under your house out to the sidewalk, down to the city sanitation. Okay, Todd,
this is going the wrong direction.
It is. I poured the whole bottle. They only tell you to use half. I poured the whole bottle in there. I just want to explain what's happening here, okay? Test tube number 2, the chemicals go to the lowest point. Remember, the acid, the ammonia, the bleach, they sit there, they start to make heats of up to 180 degrees. That's too hot. When things get that hot, it expands, and then it starts expanding back up into your sinks and into your tubs. We have families at home. It's all about being safer, working smarter, not harder. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, look at SuperFast going to work, breaking it down cool, calm, and effectively, not heating up, not damaging the inside of your drain lines. getting the job done.
Look at that. At $36.99, you're getting two 32-ounce bottles. That's going to give you about 12 applications. So that means about 12 times when you get that clog. It could be hair, it could be food, it could be just dirt and grime, and you don't know what it is.
Right.
You don't know why. Just all of a sudden, there's a clog, there's odors coming back up, and you're like, what is going on here? Instead of running out to the big box store and the depot store and buying something that's very expensive and big and you got to pour the whole thing in there, we're talking no ammonia, no soap, no acid, an easy pour every time that will liquefy, and
So
you are
easy.
prepared to go. About 3 minutes remaining here. As you see, we're going to step right over here to show you again. About 30,000 of this 2-pack has been ordered in this visit, which means just this week.
If you're just tuning in, SuperFast has been on HSN for the last 20 years, and this is now a customer pick. You love it, it works, it gets the job done. When you get this home, you're not paying for a product, you're paying for a result. It's gonna open and clean that drain line because it's a drain cleaner. Now what SuperFast is designed to do, it's gonna turn your hair into foam, it turns your food into foam. Look at that, it's breaking down all that dirt, grease, and oil in the drain line into foam. We call that saponification, because that's what happens when our proprietary formula comes in contact with anything oil by, it turns it into foam. Now you let that break down for 10 minutes, then you run hot water, the drain line comes back squeaky clean every single time.
Squeaky clean. And listen, it's something that we don't see. A lot of times you and I we're cleaning kitchens and bathrooms and things you can see, and you get that feeling of look how clean it is. But this is what we need to be thinking about. The stuff you don't see. The stuff gets clogged up every single day that you're using, whether it is your washing machine, your dishwasher, your sink, your tub, right here. I do want to welcome in the 80 first-time customers. Made this their very first purchase here on HSN. You're purchasing for one of our most popular brands here at HSN. Okay, we're showing you again.
And I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You made the right choice. You're going to love it. So while Ty was talking, I poured the big red one. This one looks like it'll do something, right? It's big, it's red. All these different products from the depot stores and the home stores, they look different, but they got the same ingredients. Forget about it. Acid, ammonia, bleach, animal fats. Remember what happens. The chemicals go to the lowest point and they sit down here at that curve unit. That curve unit is designed to hold fluids to keep odors from coming back up into your house. But remember, the chemicals sit there building heats of up to 180 degrees.
It didn't do anything. It just rolled right past everything.
And it smells so strong. You'd think that something would, they want you to wait 30 minutes. We don't have 30 minutes. I'm going to give this a minute and come back to it. But let's test tube number 3. You at home, here you go. 10 seconds or less.
No waiting 30 minutes here, right? Watch, right? Maybe 10 minutes, but you're going to see immediately, you're going to see it start to break down immediately. And remember, there's no ammonia. There's no that strong chemical odor. And already we're starting to see it.
I love it. I love it. When you have results like this, like Ty said, you're not waiting 30 minutes. You give it 10 seconds to go to work. 10 minutes, the drain line's burping, it's gurgling, it's turning everything in there into foam. You're not having to run for the plunger or the snake to get that drain line open. You just let the product do the work so you don't have to. My dad always taught me growing up, above all things, get understanding. Let the product do the work so you don't have to. We want you to work smarter.
Not harder.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. If it's the right product, right? If you have the right product, let the product do the work. And you can do that now with all of that buildup and the odors that happen in there at $36.99 right here. All right, I've got more Professor Amos to show you, so stay with us, but I want to make sure you're getting your orders in right now. 30,000 have been ordered here to make sure it's nice and clean, all of those pipes. Oh, I do want to mention, I know we don't have time for a full presentation, but can we talk